Hello YouTube, Ben here with the Cichlid tank, and done a little bit of different rockscape here in an attempt to scramble things up a little bit since I added my bicolor. There's been some territorial disputes, and I've removed two females and I put them back in a grow out tank, and I brought back the redfin borlei, who've been pretty beaten up by the Venusis. Put him in the grow out tank. He healed up pretty good, and he looks like he's back to being himself there. And removed three additional fish that were a little small for the tank, a sulfur head and a couple other fish. Put them out back, and I think I'm going to be offering the Venusis to a new home. He needs to be in a bigger tank, and he's up here ready for transport in isolation. Big, beautiful male, about 5 inches, great color. I'm probably going to be sending him to Colorado, maybe to Ames Altitude Aquatics. I might be sending him up there, and she'll either breed him or perhaps maybe sell him, give me a little store credit. My new bicolor is doing great. See him right there. I also added a couple albino plecos, help control some of the algae. If you recall in my last video, a couple females were holding. They're out back now in the grow up tank. This is the grow up tank. Grow up tank is kept outdoors. A lot of glare out here. You'll notice I've got some insulation on the grow out tanks. For Southern California, it's been getting into the 30s. So I've got some material on top of the tank to hold in some of the heat, and I have some styrofoam that I've taped onto the sides, and that really keeps the aquarium nice and warm, even though in the evenings it can drop to the 30s. But I have the females that were holding her in here. Also have a couple of the small guys that were in the other tank, like the sulfur head, and a couple of the little fish that really were just a little bit too small for the other tank. I have a little OB here. I don't know if you can see him. Right there, that little OB right there. He's really pretty. I think he's going to have a lot of red in him, which for an OB is good. And this is the grow out tank. It's a 30 gallon. And so I also use this as a hospital tank sometimes. All the fish in here, I think except for 3 of them were born in my tank. Sorry about all the glare on that grow out tank. It's in a room that's open on 2 sides. Here's the lab. He's been digging out underneath this rock for quite a while. I moved the rock from the center of the tank over to the right side, but I left that little window there because the lab loves it. He's been moving rocks outside of that hole all day long. You can see the stack of rocks there. I hope he doesn't have a cave-in. Meanwhile, the OB started digging under here. You can see he's taking it all the way down to the bottom of the tank, and he's stacking the shells and the rocks in the back corner. So he's expecting some action. I don't know from who. I think I've removed all the females from this tank, so I don't know what he has in mind. But that's the update, folks, and everybody is doing well. And we're finally getting some rain here in Southern California. That's a great thing. And if you're in Southern California and near the Los Angeles area and are perhaps interested in a beautiful large male Venusis, about 5 inches, he's a stud. He'll need a big tank. But if Ames doesn't take him, he'll be up for grabs. I'll be putting him in Craigslist. But send me a message. Send me a message if you're interested. and maybe I'll rehome him to somewhere else. Okay, so that's all for now. There comes the lab. Be well, enjoy the hobby, have fun, and there you have it.